Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news.
Hello and welcome back to our channel. Let's give you the full details of what transpired a few minutes ago in Federal High Court sitting in Port Harcourt today, hearing the case and the fate of Martins Amaewhule to determine their defection and if they still remain as Speaker. Of course, they have adjourned the case to 30th of April 2025, but let's give you the full briefings of what transpired in court. Now, the Federal High Court sitting in Port Harcourt has adjourned till April 30th, 2025 for the adoption of written addresses on a matter brought before it by Rivers State House of Assembly Speaker Victor Okojumbo and two others seeking to declare the seats of the embattled former Speaker Martins Amaewhule and 26 others vacant. Now, the case was filed by Okojumbo, Adolphus Oribenimagia, and Sokari Goodboy Sokari before Justice Emmanuel Obele following their defection from the People's Democratic Party (PDP), which sponsored their election to the All Progressive Congress (APC). When the matter was called in court, lead counsel for Okojumbo and two others, that's Joseph Ali, told the court that counsel for the 1 to 15 defendant, that's Ferdinand Obe, filed another set of documents for counter affidavits via WhatsApp on Saturday, February 15th, 2025, adding that his team responding to the affidavit filed a further counter affidavit on Monday, which is today, February 17, 2025. Obe, who did not counter the submission of the counsel to the applicant, however, applied for adjournment for the adoption of processes to enable his team go through the loads of counter affidavits in response to their own counter affidavits. Now, reacting to the argument and request of the counsels in the matter, the trial judge, Justice Obele, said that the court cannot continue to share proceedings with the Apex Court, and of course with the Apex Court. I'll take that again. He said that reacting to the argument and request of the counsel in the matter, the trial judge, Justice Obele, said that the court cannot continue to share proceedings with the Apex Court and adjourn till April 30th for adoption of written processes, by which time the Supreme Court would have ruled on matters before it. He also noted that it is important to wait for the decisions of the Apex Court on the plethora of appeals as it concerns Rivers State government. My colleague is in the house. These are major basics of what took place. Now, a quick one for some of us who didn't see the first video when it was breaking, and immediately they came out of the courtroom. The camp of ProWike, that's the Martins Amaewhule supporters, believe that this adjournment favors them, while the camp of Fubara believes that really nothing has changed. It's just legal proceedings, and that whether they shift it forward or not, one thing is certain: Okojumbo still remains Speaker of the House. Nothing has changed. Now, for the camp of ProWike, if you check, there are just a lot of things are going on right now on social media, and some of the supporters offline. They believe that the adjournment is going to favor them because there's a similar case or something similar. All of Rivers cases are being handled right now in Supreme Court, and whatever judgment that will be given will be favorable to Martins Amaewhule, and in the interim it will be enforced. Whether it is 48 hours or 24 hours, it's enough time to do whatever it is they want to do. While as the Pro-Fubara group or the Fubara media team believe that nothing has changed, just that the judge here, the judge presiding over this case in Rivers State, believes that there is a similar case on all Rivers matter that is wise, really, for the Supreme Court to finish up everything that has to do with Rivers case right now that it's already in front of Supreme Court. And since they are right now filing their counter affidavit and written processes is enough. Since they have loads of it, let them take their time, read through the counter affidavit and all that. Then they will now come back, hopefully by 30th of April, when all of that would have been settled by Supreme Court. Then they will now start fresh. Nothing has been struck out, because some persons believe that this is a dead case for ProWike and Martins Amaewhule. They believe it's a dead case that it has been, but it has not been struck out. So if it has not been struck out, the case is very much on. What's your take on this drama?
Well, everyone wants to take a position that is most favorable to them. That's the truth. They want to take a position in terms of interpretation of outcomes of court proceedings, because for this one, we didn't hear that there's a verdict, and it's a case of shifting, the court sitting till 30th of April. So for me, I think that the situation on ground right now just requires everyone to be on the standby, but it does not invalidate the fact that Amaewhule is still being considered, according to the Constitution, as one who had defected, and as such must face the consequences of his defection. Because the defection already itself explanatory that if you defect, you are not going to be a part of it. But this time around, I think they need a congratized document from the court to enable INEC to go ahead with their distinct process, go ahead with elections and by-elections and all of that. But right now, the situation, no one has won anything. For me, nothing happened in court today. That's the truth. Nothing actually happened. The only thing is that the lawyer is of the opinion that everything needs to be settled at the Supreme Court level, so that we know how to handle this case. You understand? Because it's believed that the Supreme Court will take a position, so that whatever position they would take, we will, on the basis of the position that they have taken, he will know what to do. But we must make clarification here that whatever that is being handled at the Supreme Court level has nothing to do with defection.
Yes.
So what will happen is, possibly what we are going to see there is, on certain issues like local government elections and all of that, they will take a position, but that will not invalidate this case. This case will be taken gradually from the Federal High Court. We move to appellate court, and then from appellate court we also move to the Supreme Court. So it's a long journey. All what I seek for from Martins Amaewhule, or what most Nigerians seek from Martins Amaewhule and the 27 others, is that word called patience. They have to wait. If it happens that we get to 2027, which will automatically invalidate, because just like what we saw some few days ago, if it happened that if this case moved till election takes place again and new set of people comes on board, whether they win or they do not win, the thing has been overtaken by events. So it will be a case of till next time. So I think, for me, I feel they should make sure that they keep consolidating on their political structure, so that if this case moves till 2027, they can, win and come back again and possibly continue with the case.
If eventually they win, because with the structures already on ground by Fubara, oh dear, and he's of the same constituencies, from the same local government, Obiobo, with Chijioke who they literally don't like much because of his aggression. Well, that's where we're going to wrap it up. But for the case of overtaking with time, I think something similar happened to former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi. He still got back his mandate, although it was still within the 4 years.
The 4 years
tenure.
Outside the 4 years, there's nothing anybody will do.
That's true.
You cannot invalidate the other election. You can't invalidate the other election. So whatever they do, it should be within this period, 4 years and all of that.
All right, let's go wrap it up. Let's